Welcome back to Gridiron Down Under, the show where we talk all things American on the greatest Australian sports talk show. Today, we'll dive deep into my favourite player on all 32 NFL teams. We'll start with the Saints. My favourite player on the Saints is Alvin Kamara. He's a lively talent. He's a beast in the run and the pass game. I preferred him when Ingram was there, taking away the load a bit with him. Then we move on to Tampa Bay. Shaq Barrett, he burst onto the scene last year. His sack machine, so fun to watch. We go to Atlanta with the newly acquired Dante Flair. I always loved his game. I wish the Jets pursued him a little harder in free agency. I loved him coming out of college when Jacksonville took him high in the first round. Then we move to Carolina. I got Robbie Anderson. He was probably my favourite Jet last year. It's pity to see him leave, but he's great talent. He's not a number one receiver, but he's a dynamic playmaker. I don't know if Teddy will be able to feed him as well with that. He lacks a bit of arm talent, does Teddy Bridgewater. We move on to the Packers now with Jaire Alexander, a corner who burst onto the scene out of the second round, I want to say. He's been beasted ever since. Minnesota, Danielle Hunter. He lived in the shadows a bit of Anthony Barr and Everson Griffin, but you think he's finally getting his recognition that he deserves. He's a beast. Chicago, Khalil Mack. I wish Oakland accepted our offer for him, I should say. Khalil Mack is a beast, a freak, a talent, a sack machine. Then we go to Detroit. We've got Kenny Golladay, a border top 10 receiver. I love watching him play. A lone bright spot in that offense, I must say. Then we go to the Niners. Give the fullback some love. Juice. There's something about watching him block, watching him catch passes. He's just a playmaker. He's a special talent, that man. Then we go Seattle. Michael Dixon. Punters are people too. Give the Aussie some love. What he does in and out, game in and out, he's just special. He's one of the best punters. I love watching a nice punt inside the 10. He had a poor year last year, but he'll fight back. Then we got Arizona with the newly acquired DeAndre Hopkins. I love D-Hop. I loved him with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's going to lack a bit now, but he still have enough. Him and Kyler Murray is going to be something special for their future. The Rams, I've got Cooper Kupp, another border top 10 receiver. I love watching him play with the stacked receivers down in Rams. He really shines for me. Philadelphia, got Deshaun Jackson, one of the first players I ever knew. Him and Mike Vick pairing up was just something special and got me into the NFL. That's why I got to love D-Jack. Dallas, Jalen Smith, he's sideline to sideline linebacker. He's good in the run. He covers well. He's just all-round talent. Darius Slayton, the rookie Giants receiver. I loved his year last year. There's not many others that I really like at the Giants. I was going to say Leonard Williams, but he is shit. And we got Washington, Terry McLaurin, the rookie receiver. The only thing promising on that offense, besides maybe AP, and he's still nothing special. I like Matt Ioannidis on defense, so it was a tough pick, but I went Terry McLaurin because he's going to be a playmaker for a long time. Then we move to AFC. The Indianapolis Colts, Adam Vinatieri. I don't know if he's going to retire yet, but I just got to include Vinny because watching him kick makes it look easy, and I go out to the park and I can't hit shit. Then we go to Houston. We got Deshaun Watson. He's a playmaker. Him and D-Hop was special. He's going to lack a bit this year, but I love watching him play. He carries that offense week in, week out. Tennessee, I got Derrick Henry, just pimping Kevin Byard. Derrick Henry is that old school back that you love, just foot in the ground, turn downhill and run and run and run. He's not great as a receiver, but oh well. Then Jacksonville, we got Yannick Ngakoue. I hope the Jets go out and try to trade for him and sign him big. He's a special talent. He gets to the passer. He's not great in the run, but he can always work on that. Yannick Ngakoue is probably one of my favourite non-Jets players in the NFL. We go Pittsburgh. I got Cameron Hayward, very underrated edge rusher. He's been doing it year in, year out for ages now. I think he deserves his due credit. Baltimore, I got Matthew Judon. He sort of burst onto the scene last year. They ended up using their tag on him. He was good at getting to the quarterback. He was good everywhere last year for him. I love watching him play. Cleveland, I like Nick Chubb. I didn't have him as high in my running backs at the start of last year, but watching him play week in, week out, he finds holes, puts his foot into the ground, makes people miss. He's special talent. Cincinnati, Joe Mixon, one of the only bright spots in that offense. The Red Rockets, nothing anymore. The defense is fine's alright. I seen them tear up the Jets last year. Wasn't that embarrassing? Joe Mixon's special talent. I just hope he gets some help around him. Joe Burrow will help. Then we move to Kansas City. I love Chris Jones, one of the most underrated D tackles in the league. He's so good next to he's just behind Aaron Donald in my books. Aaron Donald's far superior, but Chris Jones is right under there. He deserves more credit. I wondered how much he would have got paid anywhere else if he didn't get tagged. And I moved to Denver. Bradley Chubb, a beautiful edge rusher. If he didn't get injured last year, he was in for a big season alongside Von Miller. Oakland, Derek Carr. John Gruden seems to hate him for some reason. I reckon he's serviceable quarterback. He's better than Dak Prescott in my opinion. Then we go to the Chargers. Derwin James is just the playmaker. That's why he got taken high in the first round. You can see why. He was good in college. He's transitioned to the program if only can stay healthy. Then we go to Buffalo. I've got Tre'Davious White. I hate playing alongside him twice a year, but the man's a special kid. You love to see him. I hope they can't come to a long-term agreement and he signs elsewhere. Miami, Fitzmagic. I love what he did to the Jets when him, Eric Decker, Brandon Marshall teamed up. The second year we paid him and he didn't do much, but everyone loves Fitzmagic. New England, Chase Winovich. I know I liked him coming out of college last year, a late round pick. He showed a bit last year. He played a few snaps for him. He's a good kid. Then finally, my beloved Jets. I've got Jamal Adams. I wish he would shut up sometimes, but he's a special talent. I love watching him play. He's the most athletic bloke on our defense, I reckon. Sam Darnold was close, but he just hasn't shown enough yet for my liking to put him as my number one Jet. It would have been Robbie Anderson if he re-signed, but unfortunately he didn't.